29 is who leads it. Jake Naso, Andrew Tyeryar will face it off. Tyeryar had a hat trick against Brown last week, and here we go. Tyeryar with first possession to North Carolina. Creek picks up the ground ball, and the Heels will look to clear it. You think of these two rivals last year, Duke hammered North Carolina in both of their meetings.
Gets his 24th goal of the season. Scored a point in 46 of 47 career games.
Even spent some time running out of the box when Michael Sowers transferred in from Princeton. But I feel like, we said it in the open, Matty, I feel like this attack unit with McAdory now down low this year, I feel like it's really built in North Carolina history back in his playing days. Now he's got one of the top defensive units in the country. Battle for the rock won by Duke.
North Carolina, the last decade, is still a 3-0 lead.
Graduate student in the Fuqua Business School. 7 graduate students on this Duke team in the business school. Trying to strike early with offense. Williams. Paul Barton's hard work. Barton, coach said, put 25 pounds on in the offseason. Must be on his dad's diet. Harris Barton, of course, longtime offensive lineman for the 49ers in the NFL.
Of the contest.
Beat Connor Marr on that goal, too. Do you feel like Duke is kind of feeling like they can go low on Creek? Beautiful check. Tyler Carpenter gets possession back to the Blue Devils. They may want to go quickly here. They do. Left-handed shot, scores!
This game is not going to end well for the Tar Heels if Duke beats them at their own game in transition. Aiden McGuire. Now look at this check right here. Just puts it on the deck, and then they push in transition, and McGuire, I'll just switch right to left as a D-midi. With a nice accuracy, the three-quarters bounce to the far post. Duke is humming.
Dino referred to McGuire, the freshman out of Hingham, Mass, as dynamic.
That is Mr. McGuire's first goal as a Blue Devil.
First goal of his career. Think about that midfield unit, too, that rope unit for Duke. Kind of searching for players, right? I mean, they have Jake Caputo. He's the veteran presence, but finding some players to complement him, I think maybe they've got one in Aiden McGuire.
Keeps making plays like that, shows his athleticism. This Duke team is coming together, particularly in the middle of the field. We've known what they've had at the attack spot. The midfield was the question mark, but we like what we're seeing.
Pete Boyer, he's got to get rid of it. He's in trouble, and now Carolina picks it up. You battled in the
for Duke. They win this, they get possession for the man up.
And they do. And Jack Gray will just hold it for the remainder of this first.
At every level, but when you're playing the ACC, it's a bit different, and he never seems overwhelmed and is always playing his best.
Naso's all
out. Duke is fresh. Naso controlling the tempo of this game at the face-off X for Duke.
Possession won by the Heels, and Joe Bresci wants to call a timeout to talk things. Well, maybe that'll light a fire under the Heels. Starts here at the face-off X, though. Naso has really had his way. Comes out of there with another one. And he's in full flight. Takes a shot and scores! Just like that, the momentum goes right back to Duke.
Naso off the ground ball. tucks his stick, nice quick release, in tight. To the offside of Krieg in the cage. Jake Naso sitting this face-off out. It doesn't happen very often. But what a back-breaking goal right there. Right, you're North Carolina, you're thinking, hey, McGovern's got to do it behind the back, falling to the ground to get a goal. And then Duke answers 5 seconds later.
Mentioned we heard those raindrops, Matty. How about we're seeing a lot of low shots. You get that little thin film of water on the grass in the crease. Get that ball to skip a little bit right as it gets to the goaltender.
Oh, here we go, North Carolina. Can they get another here at the end of the half?
They do. Tillman. They don't claw back one, they get two back.
All these ground balls have come up the Blue Devils' way early in the contest. But McGovern, the nice look off the skip pass. And then Tillman, the easy part, putting the back of the cage.
Uh-oh, wins the draw. Oh, couldn't quite connect with Tillman again. It was almost a replay. That's a missed opportunity for North.
A lot of high-quality shots, right? Part of your goalie's strength, and particularly Krieg, who plays such good position, is to give up low-angle shots. And Duke just wasn't having anything about it. They were getting whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted it, and really made his life hard.
Good side for Duke in the middle of, for North Carolina in the middle of the field on that face-off to start the second half as Tyeryar wins it.
The horn was going off, but an aware play for North Carolina to get their third in a row. Starting to believe.
Dino's hot. Didn't like the call. Didn't look like it was the right call, but it's a bang-bang play. Carolina and Tyeryar, he can shoot, and he scores! Full goal for each side. Carolina's got all the momentum now at the start of the second half. They got a break, and they're making the most of it.
North Carolina started the game shooting 1 for 13. Have now scored on 5 of their last 6. As Tyeryar, the face-off specialist, wins the draw clean. Naso doesn't engage, and then there again takes that extra step. Gets closer to the goal mouth here, and when you get close, you don't need to shoot it quite as hard. It changes planes. Buries another one past helm for the Tar Heels.
Heels have now scored 4 goals in a row, dating back to that second quarter, that final minute of the second quarter.
3 goals in 56 seconds.
Naso says enough of that. Forcing Krieg to make that save.
And Schwartz gets the 8th for the Tar Heels. May the Schwartz be with you. That's a big goal for Duke.
Beat a consensus All-American D. Mitty to do it too. Back to a 2-goal.
8 they had in the first half. Every possession matters.
Yeah, those 8 turnovers, Matt, a lot of them happened at the end of a defensive stand, and then they couldn't get anything going, couldn't even get a shot off on the other end, and they were back on their heels on defense.
And they were tired, right? Those turnovers lead to your defense being exhausted, and Duke really
deft. And that's where he has made his hay tonight. 3 goals, the advantage for Duke as Jake Naso and the Blue Devils start the fourth quarter rather. Trying to pick up a loose ball, and Boyer from Paul Carcaterra's hometown, New York Town, picking up the loose change. And Naso another possession. So as we get into this final stanza here in Durham, it looks like Duke has not just extended that lead back to 4.
look on that slash from Egan.
Penalty call on North Carolina, number 22, / 1 minute.
Getting congratulations from Matt Danowski, offensive coordinator for Duke.
That one there showing the low to high shot. He is putting it all together.
/ 1 minute.
Andrew Geppert, transfer from Brown, guilty of the slash.